Hello, this is Lang Legion, and in today's video we are going to talk about which language you should learn in 2025. We are going to base our rating on a scale from 1 to 10. Some things we put in consideration is enjoyment, usefulness, and how easy it is to learn and the resources for the language. Let's start with one of Europe's biggest languages, German. German is spoken by about 95 million native language speakers and 80 to 85 million second language speakers, predominantly in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Luxembourg, and Belgium. Other communities exist in countries such as Denmark, Poland, Brazil, Argentina, and Romania. It is a Germanic language and is therefore somewhat similar to English. German has a large economic influence, and Germany is the third biggest economy in the world. I would give German a 7 out of 10 rating. Now, useful it is a 9 out of 10 in resources and 8 out of 10 on enjoyment. Next language on the list is Spanish, a large language spoken both in Europe and in the Americas. It is spoken by about 559 million native language speakers and 600 million second language speakers, predominantly in the Americas and Europe, with a little community in Equatorial Guinea in Africa. It is easily one of the biggest languages in the world and has a big cultural influence all throughout the world thanks to the US. It is not a language of a major economy, but it makes up for that fact with the number of speakers and cultural influence. Because of that, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 on how useful it is, 10 out of 10 for resources, and it's probably the language with the most resources of any language, and an 8 out of 10 on enjoyment because of its culture, and 7 out of 10 because there aren't any too hard things for English speakers to learn, and some share vocabulary. The next language is the most spoken language in Europe. It is the Russian language. It is spoken predominantly in the old Soviet states like Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, etc. It is spoken by about 167 million first language speakers and 250 to 255 million speakers in total. It is a widely used language on the internet and is a big language in many other countries in Europe. But the Russian language got its difficulties like the 6 different cases and 3 different genders. Because of all that, I'll give it a 6 out of 10 on how useful the language is, a 7 out of 10 on resources, 5 out of 10 on how easy it is, and then 9 out of 10 on enjoyment. Portuguese is a very overlooked language. It has 236 million native language speakers and 264 million speakers in total. It is spoken in Brazil, Portugal, and even to some extent in the former Portuguese colonies in Angola, Mozambique, and Timor-Leste or East Timor. It is often overshadowed by its larger cousin Spanish. Brazil is a cultural powerhouse if you know where to look. Because of that, I'll give it a 8 out of 10 on resources, a 8 out of 10 on how easy it is, a 4 out of 10 on how useful it is, and a 7 out of 10 on enjoyment.